Great. Designing Spaces by Isabelle. What troubles are we facing in the world? In 2030, the world population will be about 8 billion people. Of these people, 2/3 will live in cities. With not many resources, this will be one of the greatest challenges faced by people across the globe. See how many resources we have left. City authorities, urban planners, designers, and many others will work together to make sure there'll be enough materials for everyone to be housed. First, how do we become an architect? First, to become an architect, you need to earn a bachelor's degree and apply for an architect position. Next, you need to work on your skills through training programs. After you do that, you need to get registered or licensed as an architect and earn professional certifications. Finally, you need to earn a master's degree. What is negative and positive space? The words negative and positive space are used in many ways, but in negative space, it refers to the spaces that are left behind. For example, if you build an elegant winding staircase in a building that comes down at an angle, the space between the staircase and the wall would be considered negative space. Positive space is a space that is taken up with actual stuff, like lighting, furniture, artwork, accessories, etc. What is the Fibonacci sequence? The Fibonacci sequence is a series of numbers 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. To find these numbers, you add the two numbers before it, like 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 plus 8 is 13. If you look at the pictures closely, you can see they are divided into 1 and 1/6. These are the golden ratio. If you divide two of the numbers in the Fibonacci sequence that are right next to each other, you'll get something close to the golden ratio, 1.6. Don't believe me? Try it. How does the golden ratio apply to architecture? Ancient Greek architecture used the golden ratio to determine pleasing dimensions relationship between the width of the building and its height. Take the portico, for example. The size of the portico and even the position of the column supporting the structure includes the golden ratio to make a building look appealing. The final result of the building is it feels entirely proportional. So, we had the option between a style or an architect. I chose a style called Queen Anne style. What is the Queen Anne style? The Queen Anne style was founded in 1880 to 1900s. The style was born in England and then became very popular in the United States. The style was given the name Queen Anne by several English architects, but the name is a bit inaccurate because it's based on several medieval and early Renaissance architecture styles. In England, Queen Anne architecture is often in brick structures. As the style moved from the United States, it became even more elegant, picking up other decorative flourishes and adding a little bit of everything. These houses are mostly for living in comfort. What it's made of and the cost. The Queen Anne looks are achieved by a variety of ways and array of materials, including powder brick or stone, wood shingles and clapboard, slate, occasionally Sudoku, and sometimes terracotta panels. This is my house. As you can see, there is the front and the right and the back and the left. This house is about 3,338 square feet and would take about 10 months to build. Seeing all the details in the house in this houses would be about $850,000. Most Queen Anne cottages need work fetches about $400,000. A larger Victorian-era house shows the age can go for as little as $600,000. Arts and crafts homes in good shapes run from $670,000 and $1 million. So $850,000 seems pretty reasonable for this house. My floor plan. So this is my floor plan. As you can see on the right, we have the first floor, and then on the left we have the second floor, and then there's a tiny little third floor too. What is a floor plan? A floor plan is a plan or design to make other technical drawings. As you can see, the room is labeled and have dimensions. The round quarter circles are doors. They are shaped like that so you can see the dimension of the door swing. The lighter areas on the walls are also windows. Since you could see through windows, they are transparent floor plans too. It's easy to make out the rest. What we need to do before building a house. It generally takes between 6.5 and 10.5 months to build a house from the ground up. According to the National Association of Home Builders, before we start building a house, we need to do some prep work. First, we need to buy a lot of materials. We need to draw a floor plan, which I already did, get the proper permits to allow us to build, to hire a contractor, and line up a home construction loan. Before starting the building process, to get material can take some time. Normally, it could be about a month before we start the building process. Safety features in house. To add a bit of safety features, our house needs to have a providing door and window hardware with the ability to lock down. In an emergency, it is important that people in the building can escape. Supplying a door and window hardware that can remain open or be locked from the inside is important when a lockdown scenario occurs. All staircases, even a 1 or 2 step transition from one area to another, should have a strong handrail that is easily gripped and securely fastened. Check the width of the step called the thread itself. The safest, most comfortable thread of the average person is 10 to 11 inches. Does anyone have any questions?